Hello friends, I'm James, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about something. I want to talk about Disney. Now last week, Disney announced that they were working with Pixar on a film called Lightyear. There's Buzz Lightyear right there. This film is a spin-off of the Toy Story franchise, of course, focusing on Buzz Lightyear. In the Toy Story films, the role of Buzz Lightyear was portrayed by Tim Allen, and in the film Lightyear, which will be out in 2022, the role of Buzz has been cast to Chris Evans, better known as Captain America. And not everyone's really happy about that. But I actually think that this is kind of interesting, and here's why. When I was a kid, Toy Story was one of the first, if not the first film I ever watched when I was really, really little. And when I was a few months old, Toy Story 2 came out. I didn't see that in the theater at the time, and I didn't even see the first one in the theater because I wasn't even born. But I grew up with them. And also around that time, there was a Saturday morning cartoon series called Buzz Lightyear Star Command, which was essentially a spin-off of Buzz Lightyear, kind of based around the character. So it's kind of like in the films, Buzz Lightyear came from this TV series or toy franchise, kind of. The series was, it was like your typical science fiction Saturday morning cartoon series, and before the series went on the air, there was a direct-to-video spin-off, kind of like a pilot, called Buzz Lightyear Star Command: The Adventure Begins, and Tim Allen was in that one doing Buzz. So this right here is my VHS copy of Buzz Lightyear Star Command: The Adventure Begins. And I also have a DVD copy, and what's really cool about this one is that it was signed by Stephen Furst, the actor who played a character named Booster in the Buzz Lightyear Star Command series. He's probably most well known for doing Flounder in Animal House. And he wrote, "To James, Stephen Furst, to infinity and beyond, from Booster." You see, my aunt did a project with Stephen, and he was there, and my aunt knew that I grew up with Buzz Lightyear Star Command, knew that Stephen was the voice of Booster, and we got to meet. And Kelly Preston was there as well, who just passed away earlier this year. Now, that was 20 years ago that the Buzz Lightyear Star Command series was. And a lot of people my age, grew up watching it. I have a lot of friends who remember that show, but not a lot of people would really know of it now. If you'd like to see it, I'll put a link right there somewhere so that anybody can watch it. Now, in the series, Tim Allen wasn't doing the voice of Buzz. The voice of Buzz was done by Patrick Warburton, who you might know best for being on Rules of Engagement, Family Guy. He's been in a lot of TV shows and movies. He's most well known for having the very, very low voice. And you also got to remember that when I was doing Nostalgia Talk, I had Pat Fraley here recently. And Pat was the voice of Buzz in a lot of the short films and video games that Pixar was doing. And Tim Allen wasn't available for that, so Pat was the substitute voice.
So I did all the toys, some of the skating stuff, I was very busy because he was very busy, plus his career. Well, you can hear I sort of sound like, Buzz Lightyear, to infinity and residuals. Hello, Space Cadet. I protected here, And what I did was I auditioned for it, and I knew it was 80% there. Well, the 10% will kill you. But I got a feeling that Tim Allen was doing an impression of John Wayne. When you hear it, I'll drift into John Wayne.
Did Tim Allen give you any advice going into doing the role of Buzz?
Get this. I talked to Rick Dempsey, and I said, gee, I'd like to, see Tim and thank him because it was a lot of money, And he said, you know what? Probably not. Because Tim was a little irritated that his brother wasn't doing the role, and I might get him on the wrong day.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So James, I never met Tim Allen.
Oh.
Ever. And the last thing I would do if I met him today would mention that I did Buzz Lightyear.
So he didn't know.
Who's this guy?
So not a lot of people are very happy about the fact that Tim Allen's not going to be doing Buzz, and I will admit I was kind of surprised by that myself. I do think that it could be successful with Tim Allen and with Chris Evans, but for different reasons. The reason that I think it would be successful if Tim Allen was in it is because everyone knows the character Buzz Lightyear from the Toy Story franchise. His voice is very familiar as Buzz Lightyear. So I think it could work for that reason. But with Chris Evans, he's best known as Captain America. The Marvel movies are really wildly popular. They've made a ton of money at the box office. One of my very favorite films is actually Captain America Civil War. So I think that with Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear, this film could actually work. What I'd really like to see in it is characters such as Emperor Zurg, who was in Toy Story 2 and was also in Buzz Lightyear's Star Command. But in addition to that, I'd also really like to see some characters who were in Buzz Lightyear's Star Command. And for those of you who aren't aware of that series, haven't seen that series, I'll explain. Buzz was in a team, and on that team was himself and his colleagues, Mira Nova, Booster, and XR, or Experimental Ranger, as I remember it. And there was also a lot of other original characters on that series. I remember Commander Nebula, Nos 4A2, XL, The Grubs, Zurg's Hornets. This is a show that I really loved watching when I was a kid. It would be cool for Lightyear, the film Lightyear that's coming out, to have an original story to it as well. I think that that could work. But what would the story be? Would Buzz Lightyear have to save like some damsel in distress or something? Like, is there some kind of female hero in it? Because that would be kind of interesting to have original characters who weren't in Buzz Lightyear's Star Command. So I'm actually really excited for Lightyear. I think it's going to be a great film. And as a lifelong fan of Toy Story, I can't wait to see it in the theater in 2022. I do actually have a little show and tell item I'd like to share. So, Toy Story 2 is my very favorite animated film. And I was so little when it came out, so I never got the chance to see it in the theater. I wasn't even born when Toy Story 1 came out. But I do remember when I was really little and Toy Story 2 was out, I remember it as my mom and we were at my aunt's place. And I was, it was very late at night. I'm on the couch, I remember. And either my aunt or a friend of hers, I don't remember who it was, but I remember there was more than just me, my mom, and my aunt. But whoever it was gave me this humongous set of toys from Toy Story 2. And I actually have brought some of them with me, and I'm going to show them to you right now. So it came with a little Buzz Lightyear, and it also came with these guys, little green aliens from the films. Ooh! So anyway, that's my thoughts on the whole thing. I think that it's very exciting news that Disney and Pixar have decided to do a Buzz Lightyear feature film, because Buzz Lightyear Star Command didn't come out in the theater. It was released straight to video, and then there was a TV series after it. It would be really cool if Disney and Pixar did another Toy Story series. They have Forky Asks a Question on Disney+, but it would be really cool if they did a Woody's Roundup series from Toy Story 2, because it was established that Woody was well known for being on TV series. It would have been cool if they made that a series. I would definitely have watched that. So that's it for me. To infinity and beyond. Peace.